Hello, myself Sonal Ram Singh. We are basically discussing one of the topic that is city creation. City creation basically we are discussing one of the topic that is Sunilar Nair basically not getting job. So one of the person told that basically that here which group basically is responsible. Then basically the one of the person basically started calculating basically that who should basically get the first job and first priority basically. So in Gujarat basically it is like this basically. In Gujarat the priority is like this. First Pakistani peoples gets job here. Then second Bangladesh groups gets jobs here. Then basically third who loves these two both they gets job here. Then in fourth basically if any job is left then the Indian groups gets job here. So one of the person told that in Gujarat basically this is like that. Reason Narendra Modi is Pradhan Mantri and he is Gujarati. And he is basically Gujarati. One of the person told that also basically that he is Gujarati. So that's why basically the system basically is like this basically. So one of the person told that basically how you can say basically 100% basically that. Then basically one of the person told that basically you do inquiry basically of each and every software company in Gujarat basically, that is especially in Vadodara city, you will find that basically lots of Pakistanis basically are working here, lots of Bangladeshi are working here, and the group basically who loves Pakistani and Bangladeshi, they basically works here. And fourth basically they are basically Indian group basically, they work here basically, but they don't get the post also basically in any of the software company basically. So this is the system of Gujarat basically. Reason Narendra Modi is Pradhan Mantri basically. That's why. One of the person told that how basically you can say basically 100% sure basically. If basically Pradhan Mantri basically will listen this video basically, then he will basically might fire you from the gun basically. Then basically Sunil Arna told that basically he should basically first do the inquiry basically, and then basically he should take the action basically. Reason when basically Sunil R. Nair basically searching the job in Gujarat basically, sorry in Vadodara city, he is not getting the job, but Pakistani people basically are getting job here basically. So one of the person told that basically in India basically is it Pakistani rule or basically the India rule basically. Then one of the person told that basically here the cricket rule basically is there basically. Who basically loves cricket basically, they basically gets job here basically. So one of the person told that cricket means what basically? Cricket means Pakistani player basically are playing basically outside, but their family basically are staying in India basically, in Mumbai city basically, in Vadodara city basically, in Gujarat, in Ahmedabad basically. Like this basically their family basically are spreaded across the India basically. Reason India has taken the money of security of their family basically, and especially Gujarat basically. So one of the person told that that means how basically you tracked this basically. Then basically one of the person told that basically there is one company basically called, I will just clear you basically the which is that company basically. And he basically might have cleared all Pakistanis basically because he tracks each and every word basically. For example, I told a numerator basically, so he might be tracking me also basically. So this is that company basically. See basically. That is personal log basically. So personal log basically I am not accessing. So see basically. So this is that company basically where 50% people are Pakistanis and 50% are basically who 25% are 20% basically we can say who love Pakistanis and Bangladeshi. So one of the person told that Bangladesh is going to end basically, right? In future basically, because it's going to under sea water basically. So is it basically somebody has told that basically you Bangladesh come in India basically, we will finish few caste basically of Indian basically. So somebody has promised like this basically. Then one of the person told that it might be possible basically because it's a Narendra Modi Sarkar, so anything basically is possible basically. So it might be possible basically that instead of giving the job to the Indian people basically, he is basically picking Pakistanis and in India basically, and he basically is giving job to Indian job to Pakistanis and Bangladeshi basically. So one of the person told that this basically only basically Modi Sarkar basically might not be connected with this. The upper group also basically might be that is the businessman basically. So one of the person told that who is the businessman basically. Then he told that basically Reliance is there, but Reliance basically say that basically we don't love basically we basically love Indian people basically. But that is basically in front of the world basically, in front of the public basically. But really basically what is basically that basically who knows basically that. Really basically what is that basically who knows basically. So one of the person told that it might be possible that basically it might be connected with the Pakistani group also basically. So this might be possible basically. This might be reason basically. One of the reason basically might not be getting job. So reason basically satellite group told that basically you do one thing basically. This is basically the one of the photo basically of the pregnant lady basically. But for example, one husband and wife basically has done the marriage and basically they are not getting the child basically. That means there might be some reason basically that for example he is basically done the second marriage. So it might possible that basically his in first marriage basically something basically might have done by his first wife basically. That might be their family basically might have done the nasbandi of that particular person basically who is basically not having the child basically. Because this type of thing basically happens in Mumbai basically. This real thing basically has happened basically that in Mumbai basically one marriage happened basically. That girl basically was rich and then basically he shifted to Dubai basically with the help of their family group basically, and he basically was killed there basically. Do you know why basically? Because in future basically if he will do the marriage and if he will not get the if he will after marriage basically his second marriage basically will not have the child basically. So he will search basically why basically this has basically is happening basically. So he will diagnose his body and everything. Then the doctor will say that basically your nasbandi has happened basically. Are you sure basically you have done the nasbandi? Then he told them no basically I have not done the nasbandi. So like this basically the case will happen and it will reach to High Court and Supreme Court and slowly it will reach to the international court also. So due to that reason basically that person basically was killed basically in Dubai with the help of the Dubai government basically. And this is real story basically. This basically happened in Mumbai city basically, and in Mumbai city that person basically was killed basically. Why? Because he basically was his nasbandi was happened and then basically he was killed. So just to see basically what Indian public are basically. Not Indian public actually, Indian rich people basically. This is Indian rich people basically, and in Mumbai basically Ambani's, Tata groups, these all rich people are also basically staying basically. So one of the person told that basically is these people are also like this basically. Their family and their group basically connected people basically they are also doing like this basically. The people who basically have done the marriage and basically not by mistake basically this was done forcefully basically. They basically do the nasbandi and then basically that person basically are killed basically in Dubai. So one of the person told that basically anything basically can happen in Mumbai basically. The reason rich people basically are staying in Mumbai like Ambani's and Tata's.